Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So, guys, today we are continuing with the Ford Fiesta Titanium. I've actually got the windscreen guy coming in today. I only called him yesterday to see if he could fit me in sometime this week, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So, so he's coming today to get that fitted. And then we can just carry on with the car. It's coming along very, very nicely. So, yeah, it's still got loads to do. All the interior, you know, bits and pieces. Seats got to go back in. There's loads of trims and plastics. And there's just loads of bits and pieces to go back on this car. But I had a good crack yesterday. But I want to even have a better crack at this car today. More. I want more fitted and done today than yesterday. So, we'll see what happens there. I'm still waiting for Copart to come back to me to let me know if I won, if they'll let me have, or the insurance companies, sorry, because it ain't Copart, it's the insurance companies that are saying, no, you won it too less, that's not enough money. And they keep coming back to me with revised offers and that sort, and I'm going, nope, I'm sticking to my original bid, If I won it at that price, that's what I want to pay for it. I don't want to pay any more than what I want it for. So, yeah, I'll let you know what happens there. They might just say on both the cars, no, you're not having them. And it is what it is. It's a game between them and us buying. And it's just whoever wants to, fold or whoever wants to, do it. So, but I'm sticking to my guns. I always do. I never accept their offer. Never. Always just stick to your original bid. And if it goes back through the auction next week, then it goes back through the auction next week. Nothing you can do about it. That's it. So, anyway, that's enough waffling. Let's get cracking with the Fiesta. Let's do this. So, like I was saying, guys, I just want to carry on getting all the little bits and pieces done today as well. Like I said, it is coming for the windscreen. The dash is all done. So, all we've got to do now is just clean up the edge around. He did say it was going to be coming sort of midday-ish, so we have got a bit of time to get that off. And yeah, it's still very early, so my arms and muscles are not really sort of warmed up yet. So I'm going to leave that for the moment, and we're going to carry on with some interior putbacks like plastics, all these trims, all that's got to go on there as well. The seats back in, just all the little bits and pieces. There's loads back on the back seats. There's a few bits and pieces here as well. So we want to sort out, you know, the good bits and the bad bits. So the bad bits will all go on the donor car, and obviously the good things will go in this car. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the other thing as well I was going to say is that windscreen, that's going to go back on the donor car, and this windscreen, the windscreen guy is going to take it away for me and get rid of it, scrap. So yeah, it's just one less thing I've got to get rid of, and yeah, it's just working out bits and pieces. So let's get set up. Let's start getting all these bits and pieces and cleaned up and sort of done and put back in and stuff like that. And then we're going to jump on the screen and get that cleaned up, ready for him to turn up. And then once, obviously, that part of the car's done, it's just this part of the car, which is the wing, headlight, and then all the mechanical side of it, I suppose. Just all the timing belt, the water pump, the service, all those bits and pieces really can be done. But let's just see. I don't think I'm gonna get on this today. I just really don't think we will, because I want to put the car over that side of the actual workshop, because I've still got the Toyota Aygo in the air, because the actual gearbox seals, drive shaft seals, haven't arrived yet, or that's such a pain, that car. Just quickly before I mention that car, I know a lot of people are saying, there's loads of them on eBay, on those bumpers. Loads of them. There isn't. There isn't the right bumper for that car. That car is a 2012 and it's the facelift version. And that facelift version was only made between 2012 and 2014. 2 years, that's it. So the amount of parts for that specific year is so minimum. It's like 1 or 2 on eBay. That's it for that car. So that's why I'm struggling to find the parts for this car, because it was only the facelift for that car was only made for 2 years, and that's the reason. So I just want to quickly explain that, because I think a lot of people was getting confused. It's not, you know, the Citroen C1 and all that. They're just not the same, because this is the facelift version. I can buy a new one, new bumper. I can buy a new one, but I'm missing all the parts for the bumper, the grills. They're all broken. They're all broken. I need a complete bumper, don't matter what colour, and I'll spray it, get it sprayed. But I'm just struggling to find it. So that's that. Let's now set up, guys. Let's carry on with the Fiesta, getting all the bits and pieces, the trims, the seats, getting everything back in. Let's do this. Right, okay. So, guys, making some... Let me just sit inside. It's slowly looking more like a car. Every piece that I put on. So I've put the seatbelt in place now as well. All the trims. That top trim, that's done. What else? Oh, I did put the seat in. I don't know if you saw that. I did put that seat in, the passenger side. I thought, I want to clean these seats. So I took it back out. I thought, I need to clean them before we put them back in, both sides. So yeah, we'll do that a little bit later. Probably, you know, see how far we get. But I have now really got to move on to getting that windscreen all ready for the windscreen guy to turn up. I don't want to. I don't mind doing it. Basically, I don't want him to turn up and he's got to go, oh God, I've got to clean all that up, and it's going to take him longer. He should just get here, get the screen out, set it all up, do the primer both sides, get the mastic on, stick it on, done. He should be really quick, really. So, and I just like to do it anyway. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do next. We're going to move on to that. So I'll set you up. Let's now get this cleaned up, which is obviously all this old adhesive. It's all got to be cleaned up around, normal stuff, guys. I'm going to probably put a dust sheet over this, so it probably will catch a lot of it. So yeah, if I just put a dust sheet over that, cover all that up, and then we'll crack on and get this cleaned up for him, ready for him to turn up. Still not heard nothing from Copart yet when it comes to these two cars that I won yesterday. I'll keep refreshing my account, but nothing is coming up. I keep refreshing, but nothing. I'll keep you informed about that. I'll let you know what happens. But now let's get set up. Let's get all this cleaned up for him, and then we can move on. So let's do this. Right, guys, looking really, really clean now. So, yeah, I went all the way around, just knifing off first of all, then a little bit of Scotch pad, just to go over it, rough it up a little bit, then cleaner, just to go right round, because obviously at the top here there's like little bits of dirt that's running across the top, so I like to just to clean that off around there. Get the hoover as well, get the hoover and just pull out and suck any sort of little bits and pieces that come out, and it goes into that little channel there, so it's got to be sucked out of there. And yeah, we're basically now ready for the windscreen guy to turn up. He is actually on his way. He reckons it's going to be about 10 minutes. So I'll leave it like that for now. When he gets here, I'll set up the camera. We'll just do a little bit of filming, fitting the windscreen, and I'll probably do other bits and pieces. I'll help him as well, probably just help him just get it in or whatever. But yeah, it won't take long now for him to put this in. It should be pretty quick. So yeah, I'll just wait for him to turn up. Bear with me for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, well, there we go. New windscreen. All fitted, all secure, all done. Yeah, and you just see him fit it in for me. Put the mirror as well, the centerpiece. Done that. It's all been connected. So all we've got to do now is put a few trims round there, that side, that, then the rubber gasket here. And then I want to clean the seats, both sides, before we put the seats back in. But it's really, really coming along now. It had to be done, that screen. There's no way I could have left it with a crack on the driver's side. It's just, yeah, it had to be changed. So that's what I've done. So yeah, anyway, that's that sorted. I don't want to put this wing on because I've noticed as well that I think we're going to have to adjust this hinge. Where the hinge was sitting on the bonnet, it weren't exactly lining up properly. So I think don't put this on, and we'll put the bonnet back on, get the bonnet in the correct position where we want it by using the hinges here, up and down, left and right, get it on the right position, and then we can get the wing afterwards. I think we've still got to move the other side, but that's a little bit tricky because the wing's on the other side. It's not on this side. But yeah, anyway, let's continue. I want to get the seats done now. The trim's all back on the inside. Get all that finished off interior-wise. And then once I've done that, we can then move the car over to this side. And then turn it around so the engine's this way. And then we can move on with the engine side of the car, like timing belt, the water pump. We've got a leaking thermostat, so I want to change the thermostat as well, and the housing, full service, and do all those bits and pieces. But it is coming along pretty quick now this week, I've got to be honest. Once you get all the parts and the bits and pieces, it just flies together. So let's get set up now. Let's do the seats. They can go outside and dry outside in the sun whilst we carry on with some other bits and pieces around the car. So let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go. There are the seats outside drying in the sun. They won't take long at all to dry. Hopefully, well, we should be able to get them straight back in once they're dried off. But let's just carry on now with all the little bits and pieces inside the car. Got loads of trims to put on around the windscreen and bits and pieces like that. We'll do all that, those kind of bits, and just get ready. And then the seats go inside. And then hopefully that'll be it on the inside. And we'll just crack on now with the outside engine bay, those kind of works. I have ordered some bits and pieces for this because we need to, the thermostat is leaking on this one, so we've got to change the thermostat housing, timing belt, water pump, full service. So we're going to do all those kind of bits and pieces, but not until the car is over there. And I don't want to put it over there until it's running, and I don't want it running until we get the seats in. So because I want to clear the codes, because I've put the other airbag module in this one, the clear one that come out the donor car, and the old one is here. So I'm going to clear the codes first and see if that will do it. It might not. It might not. I don't know. Sometimes I've done it once before, and then sometimes it doesn't work and you've got to get someone in to actually clear the system, clear the codes or whatever. But let's just see, you know, if it will do it. But like I said, I don't want to do that until we put the seats back in, because we've got airbag connections that go into the seat, both sides. So yeah, let's just carry on. Let's just see how far we get today. Let's do this. Right, okay. Guys, we are getting somewhere. So as you saw there, I just messed around with the hinges on the bonnet. That is absolutely spot on, perfect now, that bonnet. So I'm happy with that. That can stay as it is. Seats are dried out, so they're back in place. Airbags been connected back up. I've got the computer set up here. Originally, it come up with restraint control module. Where is it? That one there, number 3. Restraint control module. That come up with 7 codes. So that was all linked to the airbag system. And I've just cleared the codes. So there's nothing showing on the system now until I start it. So let's see if anything comes up with the airbag. Now. Well, so far so good. No airbag light. You can see it. No airbag light has come up. That's the handbrake and that's the door one. So, yeah, I'm well happy with that. So I just swapped over the ABS, not the ABS, the airbag control module that come from the donor car to this one, cleared the codes, and now nothing has come back up. So I just want to quickly turn her off, get the computer. Is she going to stay? Oh, no, it's going to stay now for some reason. Nope. Nope. Okay. Right, let's see if we can just see if there's any codes coming back up. So let's go back into that. Ignition on. Give it a scan. And see if anything comes back up. Well, so far, so good. Nothing. Nothing. Not one code has come back up. So there we go. Obviously, you know, the reason why it probably did come up with a load of codes was because I disconnected all the power. All the plugs have been disconnected, the whole airbag system, the dash, everything was disconnected. Now it's all been plugged back in. You're supposed to plug it all back in, clear the codes, and then, you know, fingers crossed, nothing comes back up. And you can see we've got no lights on the dash. So there we go. Right, I'm well happy with that. I'm well happy with that. So now we can move on. Now that's all done, it's all sorted. We can now move on to the engine side of it. I have got main dealer, Parts Plus from Thurrock. They're on their way. They're going to drop me off some bits and pieces that I need to do all this. I've ordered the timing belt and water pump. I've already got that, Daco. That's all sorted. I just needed auxiliary belt, oil filter, air filter, thermostat, and a thermostat housing for this one. So yeah, but so far so good. This is actually working out really, really well. No airbag lights that come up on the dash. So now we can position the car over there in the right position at an angle, and then we're going to start doing the engine side of it. So I'll get the car over here, guys, start setting up. Let's now get on with the timing belt and the water pump engine side of this car. But this is coming along really, really nice. I'm really happy with the way that this is moving along now. We've done the windscreen, that's all done. And it's all preparation really to get the MOT done for this one, which I think we're going to have no problems. And I want no advisories on this car, on the MOT. That is what I'm looking for. So anyway, let's continue. We've still got time today. I'm going to get the car over here and we are going to start on the engine bay side of this. So let's do this. Right, guys, I'm absolutely shattered. I am done for today. Done so much on this car. We've done so much. Oh, God, all the inside's done. Apart from a couple of little trims on the corners there, which I need to find. The inside is done. So that was that done. We've done the windscreen, or the guy done the windscreen. But let me show you what is going on here, because I've stripped loads and pretty quick, I've got to be honest. The reason why I've took the inlet manifold off the black piece at the front here, the reason why I took that off is because I've got great access now to the thermostat housing, which is this, and the thermostat, which is there. That was definitely leaking from this rubber that sits on the thermostat. It's perished and it's absolutely flat, so it wasn't, it's not creating a seal anymore. So that's where the leak was coming from that I saw. So we can't leave that, we've got to do that. And the other reason why I took this intake off as well is because we can now I can get to the starter motor here. Now I need to remove the starter motor to be able to lock off when we do the timing belt and we lock the bottom end of the engine. I like to lock off the flywheel inside where the starter motor sits. So now there's loads of access. I haven't got to struggle. Normally when I'm doing it from underneath, and the intake is still on, I struggle like hell to try and line it up and try and get underneath there, and it's awkward. But now that should be a lot quicker. It's serving two purposes, isn't it? It's serving this purpose here, which is the thermostat housing, the thermostat, also the starter motor and the flywheel. So yeah, and I've got to be honest, it's a clean engine. The oil is clean. Let me just put that up there because that is bright and I don't want to blind you. The oil is clean. It's really, really clean. So the engine is clean as well. It's nice and tidy in there. Can't quite see the timing belt yet. It doesn't really matter because I've got no proof of if it was done or not. It's getting changed no matter what. So, yeah. But so far, so good. Coolant is dropped. So that's all in the bucket at the bottom. So that's all done. And, yeah, we can continue with this now tomorrow. I've taken off the wheel and the wheel liner because we need to get to the crank bolt, which is there. So we need to lower the engine down a little bit. I'll put on axle stands both sides. We've got that room to sort of bring it down with a jack. But yeah, really, really quick. But I knew this was going to be like this because I've done so many of these lately. It's just really, really quick now. So there's no reason now why we can't do this tomorrow. Get it all complete. Timing belt, water pump, thermostat housing, thermostat. What else did I get? All the service parts. Just had a delivery from Ford main dealer. So they've brought out all the service parts to me. Air filter. Going to change the drive belt, which is that there, the drive belt in that box. We've got new thermostat and we've got an oil filter. I've already got the oil, so we don't need to get that. But yeah, we're going to stick a new thermostat in place as well. Nice new one. And also the thermostat housing with the new gasket there. So new thermostat housing, and that will sort out the leak. But yeah. Oh, God, I am absolutely shattered. I'm absolutely done, guys. That is it. I can't do no more. I'm going to leave it there. So that is going to be... Oh, before I go, just quickly on the 2 cars that I won yesterday at Copart. Both cars have been thrown back through the auction. They will not let me have them for the price that I won them at. I will keep an eye on them next week. They're both coming back next week. Let's see if I can grab them then for the right money. I don't know. I'll keep you informed and let you know at the minute. But yeah, they would reschedule them. Nope, you're not allowed to have them ones for that money. We're going to put them back through the auction. So you know, it is what it is. We have to play these games sometimes with the insurance companies, and eventually they will just let them go for the money that they sell for. I think it's normally the second or third time they just let them go. So yeah, right, okay. So guys, that is going to be the end of today's video on the Fiesta Titanium. We are getting really close now for this one to get done. All we've got to do is finish off all the engine parts, put all that back together, put the wing on, do the MOT checks, do all that sort of stuff, MOT. And it's not that far off. It's not that far off. And it hasn't actually cost a lot of money to get this car done, believe it or not. So, but yeah, that's only because I had to own a car and it supplied me the 2 doors, the dashboard, the seat, the airbag module as well, swapped it all over. And I had to pay for the windscreen, and then I had to pay for the service parts, timing belt with the water pump, the service parts. And that's it, really. So, yeah, it's been a nice one so far. Let's continue with this one tomorrow, and we'll see how we get on. But for today, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to drop me a comment, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. Take care. See you soon.